Hello again, my dear Kennvians, and welcome to a new episode of SNACK-KENN. Now, as I teased at the end of the previous video, today I am going to be trying Wagon Wheels, which it says epic inside, and that's pretty cool. I'm looking to some epic deliciousness. But one thing while I was looking at the packaging before I started this video, it says, "To keep me fresh for longer, once opened, store in an airtight container." Now, for smaller children, I can understand how, you might not want them to eat the whole thing. In fact, it would probably be healthier for me if I did not eat the whole thing. However, I'm sorry, but this is not going to last very long. I'm going to eat the whole thing. Might even be on camera, but hopefully not. That would be disgusting. But let's break right into the Wagon Wheels. And based on the picture alone, this looks like I've got some marshmallowy goodness to look forward to on the inside. And actually, let me take another quick look at the description here. Biscuit filled with marshmallow, and covered with chocolate-flavored coating. Delicious. All right, so, Now, I'm going to strongly assume, that it's going to be more crisp than the thing I'm about to mention, but if you're in the US, and especially if you grew up in the 80s, 90s like I did, you might remember this snack called moon pies. And I think those have different names elsewhere, but there's a brand called Moon Pies. And this reminds me a lot of those. A bit smaller, like the Moon Pies were traditionally more fluffy, what you might call a soft biscuit. But it also had the mallow on the inside, marshmallow. I don't know what to say anymore. But let's give this a try. It has a nice richness to it, which, I don't know, usually, at least from what I've tried before, hasn't come across in a lot of the foreign chocolate that I've tried so far, which, I mean, actually I think the other chocolates I tried were more Japan-based, so maybe that's why. But I almost choked. Looking at it, it seems that not only is there chocolate coating, but the cookie or the biscuit itself is possibly also chocolate flavored, or might have a little bit of chocolate flavor in it. I might be able to tell looking at the ingredients. Quick scans says it doesn't look that way, so maybe it's my mind playing tricks on me, or maybe all of the flavor is actually from the chocolate coating there. Again, making it seem like the biscuit itself is chocolate flavored, but I have to say that overall it is quite delicious. And the marshmallow on the inside admittedly does remind me a bit of the moon pies that I mentioned earlier. And although the moon pies and those are a bit thicker, this one, the more condensed consistency, I guess you might say. Or it's a little bit more condensed. Somehow, even though there's less of it and it's smaller, it seems to still emulate it in that way. Or maybe the moon pies were emulating this. I don't exactly know. These probably came first. But overall, I have to say, if you are in the UK, and obviously most of, I guess, my recommendations go out to people in the US that haven't been to the UK or haven't received things from the UK. But if you're ever out and you feel like having a really good chocolatey treat, be on the lookout for Wagon Wheels. Unless you just don't like marshmallow, or, well, obviously you have all the allergens. There's the gluten in the biscuit itself, and then dairy in the chocolate, and possibly the marshmallow as well. Unless you just can't do that, I highly recommend giving these a try. It's really, really good. And it's actually kind of a struggle for me to not take another bite out of this while I'm still on camera. But believe me, like I said earlier, this isn't going to have to worry about being in storage. This is going to worry about being in storage in my stomach. That made no sense. Anyway, this, or rather Wagon Wheels in general, get a big thumbs up from me. I have a sweet tooth. I absolutely love chocolate. And this, again, this has just a delicious richness to it without being too, at least in my opinion, overbearing. It's a really nice balance overall. So yeah, give it a try if you ever get a chance, if you haven't already. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for being here for this episode of Snack-KENN, and I will see you for the next one, which may be a holiday-themed episode, or it may be another treat from the UK. Hard to say at this point. But until next time, everyone, I am Papa Ken, and I will see you in the next video. Ow.